thanks very much for speaking to us. First of all, give us your assessment of Egypt's economic outlook.
Well, good morning. Thank you for the interview. Actually, the Egyptian economy managed to overcome the crisis that happened in 2008-2009. We survived the crisis. The growth have been still in the range of 3 to 4%, which is, I think, in a positive way. It's a very positive outlook. We didn't have the problems that in the financial sector as in the worldwide financial sector. We still have a very sound banking system, very liquid. Still people are consuming, and they are not really relying very much on that. So that's why the economy still is surviving and growing.
What would you say, where is the thrust of your focus right now? Is it perhaps shifting from European to Asian markets in light of the recent economic downturn?
Well, the shift is going to emerging markets in Asia, in Latin America. There are missions to Latin America and also missions to Asia for attracting investment into Egypt. Asia is existing in Egypt in terms of investment, especially on the infrastructure side and some industries and metallurgic industries. And we are looking forward for an increase of this cooperation and this terms of investment to be attracted to Egypt.
Now, Mr. Shawky, you are here in the Asia Pac on this investor roadshow. Are you trying to attract companies to list in Egypt? Because if you do, you have a really tough job at this point, because as you know, the liquidity flows, the stock markets here in the Asia Pac doing quite well. In fact, we have foreign companies like Russia's, the biggest aluminum producer, also listing here in Hong Kong. So if you're trying to do the latter, it's pretty difficult, isn't it?
It's quite challenging, actually, but we are doing different objectives, actually, either to attract companies to come and cross-list, because we have a very wide and open market with a very much diversified investor base, either whether in Europe, from Europe or US or the GCC. We consider ourselves as a gateway to the Middle East and Africa, so we actually provide a diversified opportunity for companies to come and list. Also, we provide a diversified opportunity for investments and investment funds to come to have an exposure to the Middle East and Africa. We are, as a market, we have no taxes, no capital gain tax, no taxes on dividends. We have no capital constraints or repatriation of profits. So we are very open. We provide an opportunity for investors, to the Asian investors specifically. So there are lots of things that we can provide, not only listing, investing, also maybe issuing products on our platform. We are very open for this.
Now, Mr. Shawky, those are pretty good points. You're right. It is a pretty open market, but people have concerns about manipulation in the markets and also speculation of cases of insider trading as well. What are you trying to do to keep the market in check and also crack down on this sort of behavior?
Well, actually, we have a very illustrative and very detailed rules and regulations regarding the insider trading and manipulation. But not only the rules, we have a quite aggressive enforcement on this and trying to crack this down. Our market have been surviving for the last 2 or 3 years in terms of performance, which shows you that the market is liquid. And if there is a speculative or a manipulation attack on it that is severe and affect the market, it would have been reflected on the performance itself. But still, we are doing quite an aggressive enforcement on this, especially on the corporate governance side.
Shawky, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate it.